Namaste to all. I hope that you are all good. Yes, we start our session with a Swamiji quotes. Knowledge can only be gotten one way, the way of experience. There is no other way to know. So, we have to get our knowledge by our experience. We should try again and again, then only we get our experience. Said by Swami Vivekananda. Okay, Kana, just one review about our last class. Are you done your activity? Or else are you try your activity? Okay. Who are all tried? Well and good. Who didn't try till now? Try to do your activity today. In last class, we learned pollution, that is, the process by which harmful substances are added to the environment is called pollution. There are some types of pollutions. One is air pollution, water pollution, and soil pollution. Last class we learned air pollution, then acid rain. Air pollution also causes acid rain. How can we reduce air pollution? Yes? Okay. In this class, we are going to see water pollution, soil pollution, waste management, then type of waste. We will see one by one. First, water pollution. Wastage from houses, factories, and farms are let into water bodies like rivers, lakes, and seas. Sometimes these wastage contain harmful substances that can kill plants and animals. And also, the germs in dirty water can cause diseases like dysentery, cholera, and diarrhea. Okay, ma. Now we know what is water pollution and some disease from the water pollution. Okay. How can we reduce water pollution? First, we have to remove harmful substance produced by house and factories. Then, don't throw any wastage into water bodies. Then, we will control the water pollution. Then, soil pollution. The wastage things from houses and factories are buried in the soil. Then, leaking sewage pipes and chemicals also make the soil dirty. Plants will not grow in polluted soil. So, how can we stop soil pollution? How can we reduce soil pollution step by step? Yes, we can reduce soil pollution by making sure that the sewage pipes in our houses do not leak. Then, don't throw food items, plastic bottles, plastic bags, and tins anywhere. These are the steps to reduce soil pollution. Next, waste management. We have to throw the wastage from our house carefully to prevent pollution. If we do not do this, harmful insects and germs can spread many diseases. Garbage bins are a good place for germs to live in and multiply. So, we must empty our garbage bins regularly. Harmful substances in sewage and smoke could harm the environment. So, we have to control them. Plastic bags and other waste can block water pipes and waterways. Standing water causes disease to spread, and also when the plastic is eaten by animals and birds, it can harm or kill them. We should not throw plastic bags where they can fly around and it can harm many birds and animals. Next topic, types of waste. All wastes are not the same. They have different properties. Wastes can be divided into two types. One is biodegradable and non-biodegradable wastes. The first, biodegradable. Biodegradable wastes are materials that break down and mix with the soil after some time. These include paper, fruit and vegetable wastes, pencil, animal dung, leaves and grass. Biodegradable wastes can be buried in soil. Small organisms that live in the soil convert them into nutrients. Plants use these nutrients to make food. Next, non-biodegradable wastes. These wastes are that do not break down quickly. These include glass, plastic and metals. Non-biodegradable material like plastic bags and cans can be used again. These are some examples for biodegradable and non-biodegradable materials. Fruits, air, papers are example for biodegradable materials. Plastic bags, hardware, bottles are the example for non-biodegradable materials. Look at the pictures. One is apple, the another one is tin. Did you know that an apple takes around a month to break down? Why? A can takes around 300 to 400 years to break down. So here apple is a biodegradable and can is the non-biodegradable. It is very hard to break. You can also save the environment by following the 4R rule. That is reduce, reuse, recycle and recover. You should reduce the amount of waste that you produce. The second one, you should reuse things can be used again. The third one, you can recycle things for other uses. Then the last one, you can recover useful forms of energy like heat, compost, electricity and fuel from the wastage. So we have to follow the 4R rules. One is reduce, reuse, recycle and recover. So in this class we learn pollution and type of pollutions. One is air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, then waste management, types of waste, biodegradable waste and non-biodegradable waste. First one is water pollution, that is wastage from house and factory and forms or let into water bodies. Then soil pollution, that is the wastage in houses, factories or sometimes buried in soil. Then leakage of sewage pipes and chemicals into the soil. Then waste management, we have to throw out the wastes from our houses carefully to prevent pollution. Then type of waste, there are two types of waste. One is biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. Biodegradable wastes can be buried in soil. Non-biodegradable, that wastes that do not break down quickly. Then we saw 4R rule. One is reduce, reuse, recycle and recover. What we learned from this lesson? Yes, we have to protect our environment. Don't pollute our environment. You have to reduce the Causes of pollution. Don't throw the wastage in water bodies. We have to follow the 4R rules. Okay ma, you have to read this lesson in your home. Okay, thank you. Ram Ram Namaste.